Hey guys, I'm Resi9, and I want to bring you a review on The Flash episode 19, Who is Harrison Wells? Now, personally, I think this episode was a lot better than the episode before it because it actually had a believable villain. A villain that was really good in well, I guess, the thing is that you can't exactly say it was one actor because I guess they had a lot of actors do the villains in that episode. It was just so great. It had so many twists and turns, like, you weren't seeing coming. I mean, I'm just saying, it was a really good episode. Like, the thing was, it was weird. The episode was named Who is Harrison Wells, but I didn't see him that much in the episode. You saw him a couple times in the wheelchair. You saw him near the end of the episode, but you didn't see him all that much. It's like, even though it was about him, it was more about the other, like, Cisco, Barry, all the other people involved, kind of figuring out who he was and stuff. I do love how they had the whole them going to Star City where Green Arrow lives and showing Laurel and her father without this technically being a crossover episode. It shows kind of connectivity in the universe. You don't have to make it a crossover episode just to have characters, just like how last episode we had Felicity and the Atom come in without it being a crossover episode. And this just really shows how well DC's universes, well, at least with the Arrow and Flash universe, are working together. But I like how they went to Star City. They found the burial place where the real Harrison Wells was, which is pretty cool. I really like how they found that out by the end of the episode. And I loved the villain, it's the character, the villain. It was great. When the villain turned into that little child with the handcuffs, these mean ladies kidnapped me. That was a great moment. That's like another unexpected twist. It was like, wow, it was greatness. And I love Eddie's speech to Barry because Eddie, how he's like, do it the right way and stuff. I just love, Eddie is getting more and more likable as a character, I believe, because he's just like, he's telling Barry, he's giving like Barry this advice. He's like, do it the right way. Barry's like, he's like this kind of mentor all of a sudden. And I really think that they may be leading us to Eddie turning evil, because I think it may be one of those lovable characters that they end up leading you to, because we know that Eddie's last name is Thawne. Some people think he's going to be Hunter Zolomon, and others, I think he's still Cobalt Blue, which is Eddie, Barry's unknown twin brother. But anyway, going off from that, I really like how Harrison Wells didn't. I really like how they did this episode in general. It was just well done. They had Cisco and Joe off in Star City. They had Eddie and Barry and Caitlin dealing with their own crap where they were. They had Iris kind of freaking out. She kind of went between Eddie and Barry, and I love how she's able to do it without being awkward, because it's like, she knows Barry's feelings for her. She loves Eddie at this point, though we also know she loves Barry because in the alternate timeline she confessed her love, basically, or she confessed that she couldn't stop thinking about him. But at the same time, Iris was such a good character. I'm glad, because I think I said in my other video, she was kind of whiny. I don't like her character when she's kind of whiny, but this really brought out her good character in this episode. So everybody's character was just being brought really well in this episode. And what I really love, spoiler alert obviously, is that at the end of the episode, it didn't end with Harrison just telling Joe they needed to have a drink, which it could have. But instead, they showed us the Gideon room with the whole newspaper and ended with them finding his reverse Flash suit. I think the next episode is going to be really great. I really think they're going to probably finally get Harrison Wells locked up, just like they showed in the preview. And I really think that we're getting down to the whole big fight scene that we're going to see at the end of this. It's probably going to be, I think, if I had to predict what's going to happen, I think they're going to lock up Harrison Wells, because the next episode is called The Trap. So I think they're going to lock up Harrison Wells. He's going to, of course, he's reverse Flash, so he's going to find a way out. He's going to release all the other villains. We're going to have this, and then we're going to have this superhero team up, just like they showed on, I think they showed the superheroes standing together. We're going to have probably the Captain Atom. We're going to have the Flash, the Arrow, Roy, or Arsenal. AKA Arsenal. And we're going to have the Burning Man, AKA Heatwave, AKA Ronnie, AKA the Professor, I think, Stein. But anyway, I think it's going to be epic. I think this is leading to this great battle. And the episode itself was just really good. I love how the Flash episodes have been working on, and they don't tease you too much. They don't leave like this giant cliffhanger at the end of each episode. Sure, they leave a little bit of cliffhanger, but not too much, and I like that. It's really good how they're doing with these Flash episodes. And this one, I'd have to give it a 9.5. The 0.5 that is missing is because the episode itself wasn't perfect. it had a little bit of flaws, or one tiny flaw, in my opinion. The one tiny flaw in this episode was how they made it look like this guy could beat the Flash. I think they overdid it with the villain in the sense that because this villain, let's face it, the Flash could, once the Flash realized the Flash could touch the metahuman, it was basically over. Let's face it, this guy, the Flash has super speed. All this guy can do is change his body. Once the Flash catches him, then it's done. But they made it look like this guy could beat the Flash. In the airport fight, they had the guy change to Caitlin, and he was fighting the Flash. He was actually landing hits and stuff. And they had the guy change, I think, to Iris or someone else. They had the guy change to the Flash, and then the Flash started blocking. He's like, "You don't have my speed." And I'm thinking to myself, he never had your speed. Even before, I know they just kind of prolonged that fight just so that he could change into the Flash at the end, but I just didn't like it. It felt too much forced because it's like we needed to have a Flash villain fight out. And so they kind of made it look like the villain could, like, he changed into Caitlin Snow. The Flash watches him change, and somehow that still makes him hesitate. I'm just saying, it just doesn't make sense to me. I do love how the metahuman in the Flash's body or Barry's body kissed Caitlin, though. I mean, something, because it was weird how she didn't resist the kiss too much, because she obviously, I think she has maybe some feelings for Barry, or maybe she was just too so shocked that he did that. But she does love Ronnie, so I don't want them to actually, I hope they don't pursue that too much. I really hope they do not pursue Caitlin Barry, because she loves Ronnie. To me, Barry loves Iris. You don't need that to happen. Anyway, that's all I had to say about the episode. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and may God bless you all.